Oh my goodness, did y'all see that Diddy is possibly facing a grand jury indictment? Ooh, Diddy, you a bad boy, all right. Hey, what's up everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope you are doing fantastic. I am doing well. It is time for another What She Say Happen Now, honey, where I talk about things that is going on in the media and elsewhere. And we just cannot get away from Diddy. Every day there's a new discovery. Every day is some new mess. Please make sure you go ahead and turn on your notifications because, baby, I'm going to be telling you what's going on as these stories develop. Also, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you follow me on social media. Like, God, my brain is hurting with everything that's going on with Diddy. And now everything is about to crumble. Now so many people are working with the feds who have worked with Diddy closely. Of course, we saw the unfortunate abuse video with Cassie. We've heard so much over the years. I'm just sitting here like, what does it take to go ahead and arrest dude? Dealing with someone like this, it's not that simple. You have to have evidence on top of evidence on top of the other evidence. Now you have to have the receipts. In my personal opinion, I do see that these people that are talking to the feds, this will possibly lead down a rabbit hole so that the unfortunate deaths of Biggie as well as Kim Porter will be brought to the light. AKA, open the cases back up. Porter, she died mysteriously of pneumonia. I mean, real out the blue. But come to find out, she was about to release a book. She was about to get out of that chokehold of Diddy. But then, mysteriously, she died of pneumonia. All of a sudden, had the funeral. It's done. He paying homage to her in every single video that he's doing, every interview. He's toe up. And we're like, oh, and we move it right along. Something tells me she ain't died of pneumonia. Open the case back up. Biggie Smalls died at a very, very, very young age. I mean, he was at the top of his career. He was coochie down to the side. Everybody loved Big Papa. And right before his new album dropped, he is murdered. Years later, there's been speculation, but the case has been closed. Nobody knows who killed him. And in the meantime, Puff changes his name to Diddy, and he is now at the top of the charts and doing everything that Biggie should have been doing. Of course, Biggie Smalls wasn't ready to die. He was ready to leave Bad Boy and get his publishing and his money back. Time to open that case back up. Now, I don't know if you heard, but Rolling Stone had a massive article that just came out about you know who. Diddy. We about to change Diddy up. He gonna be like Voldemort in Harry Potter. We gonna say he who must not be named. In over a 6-month span, they interviewed over 50 people about you know who. As you can see, they doing the black and white joint. You know when it's in black and white. Somebody about to get arrested. Anywho, it says Bad Boy for Life. Sean Combs' History of Violence. Damn, that's a title. For decades, Sean Diddy Combs was hip-hop's boisterous showman. Now, dozens of former friends, employees, and Bad Boy artists allege an abusive, menacing figure behind the facade. Ooh, chat. For many, the lurid allegations against Combs were jarring, in part because he had risen to such great heights as a bankable bon vivant who threw the best parties. Everybody heard about them parties. Now the spotlight Combs constantly chased is trained on his alleged crimes. In the staggering scenes that underscored his fall from grace, heavily armed Homeland Security agents stormed his sprawling Los Angeles and Miami estates as part of a federal sex trafficking investigation on March 25th. His vacation in the Bahamas was canceled, his once fortified homes breached, his adult sons handcuffed, and his empire on the brink. Over the past 6 months, Rolling Stone conducted dozens of interviews with Combs' former friends, acquaintances, employees, and Bad Boy artists, as well as industry insiders. Out of 300 plus people contacted for this investigation, more than 50 were willing to speak about their experiences. Several would do so only off the record, citing a fear of retribution. Some requested compensation in exchange for their stories. Rolling Stone does not pay for interviews. Many declined to participate, wanting to distance themselves from Combs. I'm trying to leave that part of my life behind me, says one former employee. Woo, baby. So this article is like pages long. For a lot of people, working with certain people is very painful in their life. So for somebody like Diddy to go through their life just harassing, traumatizing, raping, beating people, I'm not just gonna say women, People, men, women, it doesn't matter. It's like, how do you go through life like that and not expect anything to happen to you? And it's the same thing with these people who are coming forward. I have to clap it up for them because a lot of this can be very painful for people. Do I feel like Diddy will be arrested soon? Very much so. It's not right. I don't care if they interviewed 300 people and only 5 people say something. If 5 people say the same thing about somebody and we've already seen video footage, I mean, hey, enough is enough. This is a lot. Throughout the years, Rolling Stone has probably done numerous articles on Diddy. It's amazing how over the years we've seen him fuck people over in business and all types of things, and we knew Diddy was just, something was off. But for now, for these allegations to come forward and people actually talking about how much of a snake he is, how he's an abuser, etc., things have to change. Like this, how May said, the big payback. Oh yeah, you can't go through life thinking that you can just do whatever to people and nothing's gonna happen. It might take a while, but you're gonna get it back. Holla up. I know y'all are thinking, ooh, she just talking. This is what she heard. No, baby. CNN has reported about the indictment as well. Let's watch this.
We are now hearing that federal investigators are preparing to possibly bring witnesses in front of a federal grand jury in New York City. In fact, they are still calling in new witnesses, and they have called in some witnesses multiple times. Federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person,
not the people that was seen on the nasty tapes. Ooh, child. And not even nasty tapes. Something that I heard is that Diddy, if you were in his house, he was just recording nonstop. Just to be recording and to have ammo. But now that ammo is used back on him. Ooh, child.
And in addition to the accusers who have filed these civil suits, is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through these federal investigators. Now we are hearing that that scope has been widened and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, this is much bigger than just these lawsuits.
Thank you, girl. So all of this to say that he's just not doing nasty ridiculousness. Messing with money, he a fraud. And the drugs, okay? Because they was drugging people, okay? I'm just trying to tell you, putting stuff in your drinks, making you take all types of stuff. Oh, Diddy, oh God. You know what's interesting? He named it Bad Boy Entertainment. Everybody was bad boy, laughing and shit. And now look at you. Child, make sure you comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the feds and this upcoming indictment. How long you think this is gonna take? Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless.